now begins the 7 minutes of terror.
Yeah, so this is. I was just about to say, mate, that I'm now moving on to. We've did quite a lot of. I don't know how many immediate match reactions we've done now. Quite a few. So I've now come on to a part, and I've never wrote so much for 7 minutes of football at the end of a half, or in the entire game for that matter, from what happens here. So if you bear with me, lads, I will try and get through it, and I'll try to come to some sort of reaction about it. So we're told there's 4 minutes of added on time at the end of the half. Roof then goes down and's coming off. Obviously, maybe down to him being so kind of slow and not really looking at the pace today. He's maybe carrying something. As Kent's about to come on, he's then denied to come on because the number boards have not been put up. Never seen this before, but again, that's not the strangest thing that's about to happen. Aribo is then taken out the game, which is much worse than the Barisic challenge, but there's no yellow from it. And then finally, Ryan Kent comes on. The referee continues to play on well past the 4 minutes added on time for reasons best known to him, because I don't know where the extra minutes have came from. The 6 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half, and Antwerp are awarded a penalty. Davis, I mean, with the slightest of taps on the ankle of the Antwerp player, he goes down like he's been shot by a sniper. VAR check it. It's clearly not working tonight because the penalty's not overturned. And how this can be a penalty in a month of Sundays to me is baffling, because it isn't a penalty, and there's just no one's going to stand and tell me that it's a penalty, because it isn't a penalty. So all VAR have done is reconfirm the fact that the referee's made an arse of it. They step up and score the penalty in the 7th minute of added on time in the first half, and the half finishes Antwerp 2, Rangers 1. Now, Ali, what's happening here?
I was buzzing at this point. I mean, we were at cruise control at 1-0 to be going in at half time, 2-1 down. I mean, 7 minutes of added time. I mean, the 4 minutes, I know Tav was down for a bit, but it was just over 6 minutes that guy threw himself to the deck. So where they get that from, I don't know. It's never a penalty. When it went to the VAR check, I thought, that's good, because that'll go overturned. All the commentators, Stevie Buddy Craigan says it'll be overturned. Everyone says that'll be overturned. And it wasn't overturned. And that's 2 huge decisions in the first half gone against us. We should have had a penalty, and there's a penalty given against us in the first 45. It was shocking, and probably a reason why I actually don't want VAR in Scottish football, because if we had to put up with this every weekend, I couldn't cope with it.
It's, yeah, mate, you literally took the words out of my mouth there. If this is what VAR is, you can shove it where the sun doesn't shine, by the way, because I'm not interested. Scotia, I can't fathom how this is possibly awarded as a penalty, not only first by the referee, but secondly by VAR as well.
Well, I think the whole first half kind of showed you how it was going. I mean, that boy Aventi that scored their equaliser, he should have been booked for the lunge that he made in Tav in about 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting looking at the game going, what's going on? No, the ref's not getting his cards out, and then he goes crazy. At one point, he's carding everyone. But I don't understand it. They slow it right down. And I mean, even if Stephen Davis's foot's an inch further forward, you could maybe say he's raking the studs down the back of the boy's ankle, but it was nowhere near that. So I don't understand how they've given that. I was bewildered like the rest of you.
It's okay. I know there's contact, right, but it's borderline simulation, because if that tap on your ankle happens, you don't go down like that. They taps on your ankle happen throughout 90 minutes of a game of football. Do you know what I mean? And you don't go down like that. He's bought that penalty. The referee's awarded it because he's blatantly a moron. He's never refereed a game of football in his life, as far as I'm concerned. And VAR have then confirmed that the referee's a moron by letting the penalty stand. It's an absolute joke. I can't. No one, and even if they want to force me to take my blue tinted glasses off, that is not a penalty. It's just not a penalty. If Celtic had got that awarded against them, I'd be laughing my head off. Genuinely, I'd be laughing my head off and think that's never a penalty. Never a penalty in a million years. So, yeah, gentlemen, we finished this half 2-1 down, and then we're going to come on to probably one of the craziest 45 minutes of football you're ever going to see it in your entire life. So, Rangers start